Way. The island has been subject to extreme beach erosion for years, and it's under a coastal flood watch where over a foot of snow is said to fall this weekend. Another thing to think about with all the snow is roof collapses. Our Jackie Bruno is live in Hingham, Massachusetts, where that community is still trying to clean up after one. Jackie?
Yeah, if you take a look behind me, Latoya, you can see that this area of South Street is actually closed off because an historic building back there actually had a roof collapse earlier this week. And that's really the real reality of all this snow that we have already piled up on roofs. And we found people all across the South Shore trying to prevent something like this from happening, trying to get roof rakes to take the snow off their homes. The problem is those are hard to find.
The answering machine says if you're calling about roof rakes, we don't have any.
That's what you'll hear if you call Ace Hardware in Hanson, Massachusetts. They can't keep them in stock.
We had 100 roof rakes, and they went in about an hour and a half. We had 60 of the roof pellets come in, and those went in about an hour.
Tim Leonard has been searching high and low for a roof rake since Tuesday, and without any luck, he's resorting to making his own.
I went online, and you could see people were doing it there, and they were using PVC, and then you just put a piece of plywood on the end of it.
Down the street, Newcomb's Tree Service learned the hard way. Their roof collapsed overnight.
Thank God there was nobody in there.
But they did use the building for storage.
There's a backhoe in there, there's a race car in there. We've been storing just a lot of different things in there. So unfortunately, yeah, it looks like that it's a loss.
Meanwhile, over in Hingham, Massachusetts, the Fresh Market grocery store had to be evacuated Friday afternoon because of a compromised roof. They can't reopen until they get the okay from an engineer and the building inspector.
So the best advice with this blizzard coming this weekend really is if you have a roof rake already and you do have some snow on your roof, try to get out there tomorrow morning and try to take as much off before more piles on there, because roofs being compromised or even collapsing is a real reality, as I said, with all this snow. We're live in Hingham, Massachusetts. Jackie Bruno, NECN.
Jackie, thank you. Boston's Logan Airport was bustling today with travelers eager to escape these freezing temperatures and snow. Many people are taking off with their families to warmer climates ahead of school.
And the lights did stay on in that community. Other parts of Cape Cod battered blizzard-like conditions as well. Our John Moroney has that story from Hyannis.
Downtown Hyannis, Massachusetts, nearly a ghost town. Snow and blizzard-like conditions making it tough for people to even stay on their feet.
I'm wearing 4 layers, walking down the road, and the wind blows and I go with it.
Very bad condition. It's very wind, and I hope it's like everybody stay home if you don't have not to go outside.
The storm didn't really ramp up around Hyannis Harbor until the break of day, but once it started, conditions went from bad to worse almost immediately.
You have to watch yourself. You know what I mean? You got to look constantly behind you and in front of you to make sure nobody runs into you.
See, a good thing, it seems like there's not a lot of people out anyways.
No, just crazy people like us.
At Commerce Park Beach, an eerie silence with the water nearly still despite the strong winds. It's been a tough winter here on the Cape, known better for its warm summer months.
It's been probably one of the worst winters that I can remember. I've lived here my whole life, and it's been pretty bad. Lots of snow, cold.
Well, it doesn't bother me much. I grew up in this kind of stuff. I lived out the other side of Worcester. So this is a regular, normal winter snowstorm, except people up there know how to plow the roads.
The wind's still whipping around Hyannis Harbor. It's expected to stay this way through much of the day, even as the storm starts to wind down. In Hyannis, Massachusetts, John Moroney, NECN.
Now let's talk to meteorologist Tim Kelly. And Tim, you usually love the snow. What do you think about this?
It's really, I don't enjoy it. I enjoy the spectacle, the bragging rights and everything, but the